Welcome back, and if you're new here, welcome. I hope you're all doing well. In this video, I thought I would share some thoughts on the intuition and how to develop and strengthen the intuition. Some may call it an inner voice, some may call it a gut feeling, a nudge, a knowing, a divine impulse, or maybe inspiration. I kind of see the intuition as more of a knowing, not so much an emotion, but some kind of inner certainty and calming reassurance. I believe that the intuition is a part of the self that is always aligned with the solution or answer and is always looking to lead in the best direction for the best outcome. So that inner voice, when more fully heard, will bring strength, confidence, peace, courage, and comfort. It would create some kind of upliftment from the problem to the solution, even if the solution hasn't come fully into view physically. So I think there are levels to intuition and different variations on how we can feel, hear, or experience that part of us. And if there's any doubt in like your individual ability to have that connection or clearly hear your intuitive voice, then a way of changing that perspective is seeing it as that there must be a higher intelligence within each of us. Otherwise, we wouldn't develop any further. So maybe the reason we develop and increase our awareness or even want to improve at all is because there is a higher intelligence always acting from within us. And if there's an intuitive intelligence and guidance that we always have access to, then the level of feeling connected to that inner guidance at an individual level must be related to our level of recognition of it, our awareness of its existence, and our willingness to be led by it. And if we view this intuitive guidance and intelligence as being able to guide us in any circumstance, answer any question, and be connected to all things, then it must be an extension of an even greater intelligence, a universal cosmic intelligence. So that part of us that's connected to all things, all individualities, all personalities, all objects, all points in time and space. So part of developing intuition is recognizing our unity and our oneness, because it's that intelligence that's connected to and acting through all things as well as ourselves. I can only share my own perspective and what I know from my own experience, but there are many others that have shared some really great tips and ideas when it comes to this subject. And sometimes, actually, oftentimes, our intuition acts spontaneously. Some may call this inspiration. When intuition develops, we may feel that inflow of inspiration more consciously, more clearly, and the timing to align with the solution may quicken. One way of thinking of it is receiving from the universal intelligence and then giving what is received to the surface awareness and to our world to make some kind of improvement or adjustment to align with the solution. And if this intelligence is a part of us because it's coming from within us, then that means that we're really giving to ourselves in a sense in order to give to the world or to express what we receive in the world. So intuition becomes like a bridge connecting the individual soul to the universal soul or the collective consciousness, or maybe like the individual mind connected to the universal mind. Just like how there are different functions of the mind, such as perception, the different senses that we have, willpower, imagination, there are different functions of intuition that can act through these different functions of our mind. And inspiration, intuition will act through our own unique individuality. So that inner part of you is always looking to guide you. It's always looking to kind of spring into action to reveal opportunities and guidance. It may cause you to hear things in a certain way. It may guide you to see things in a certain way. A great way to strengthen your intuition is to regularly contemplate a higher power and kind of contemplate on your unity with that higher power. Daily remind yourself that there is a higher intelligence united to all things that you are a part of and that's acting through you. Otherwise, there would be no forward movement. So we move forward because there is some higher intelligence. There is something from within us that's inspiring to do that. Another way is asking general and specific questions in your daily life. Like if you're looking for something, ask your intuitive voice within to direct you towards what you're looking for. You could also pay attention to your body and ask yourself questions to see how you respond to any kind of inspired action. So if you're looking for something just in your day-to-day life or seeking some kind of guidance, pay attention to your body as you're asking and as you're taking action. And try to be consciously aware of a higher intelligence that's guiding you, that intuitive voice. And also reflecting upon anything that you've noticed as you kind of do these different things to strengthen your intuition. Just reflect upon any changes that you may have noticed. It may be helpful to imagine a beautiful, bright light above you or in your heart, and see this as a symbol of higher divine intuitive guidance acting from within you and from above you. You could do this for a few seconds randomly throughout the day, just as a little reminder. You could also make this a daily practice where you're seeing this light and seeing it as your intuition, a symbol of your intuition, guiding you from above and from within. The best way to strengthen the intuition is just to realize a higher power within as the intuitive intelligence and consciously engaging with that intelligence in whatever way works best for you. And sometimes the only hindrance is the mind being directed in an opposite way. Like I said earlier, I believe that the intuitive voice is always kind of bringing us to a state of upliftment where we feel a sense of courage, strength, peace, comfort. So it's always leading us to the solution or the answer in the best direction for the best outcome. So sometimes the only thing that would really be in the way of hearing that is the mind or attention being directed in the opposite direction. So contemplating the solution, the answer, the result, or the finished fact of something may spring that intuition into action. An easy way to do this is to just write it down on a piece of paper or write a list. And this helps to get the mind and attention to move in the direction of the solution. Writing it down can help you let it go as well, get it out of the mind, put it onto paper, and just kind of let it be. And then allow intuition to guide you through some kind of inspired action. Part of strengthening the intuition is strengthening faith. And faith to me is like the substance of all things, which is the divine energy or the divine substance that we nurture and build up from within. That divine substance then acts like fuel for our thoughts, our beliefs, and our actions. Intuitive guidance or intelligence seems to develop more in a specific direction when we have clear intentions and clear goals. So sitting down and thinking about those things, writing that down can be helpful. Writing down your intentions, writing down your goals can be a way of strengthening your intuition. And it may cause you to be inspired to act or notice certain things and certain opportunities that relate to your intentions and to your goals. Passion and interest is another way of strengthening your intuition because it's like activating those creative faculties. And when we truly enjoy something, care about something, and take interest in it, we are more receptive to the impulses and inspiration from our intuition relative to it. So obviously, meditation, self-reflection are great ways to strengthen that inner connection, hearing that inner voice. And there are so many helpful tools. There's so many helpful tools. There's so many helpful tools out there when it comes to meditation. Sincerity and values seem to be a factor too. When we're really listening to our heart and truly feel it's right, like truly align with what we feel is right, I think that sincerity and our inner values and like vulnerability creates a stronger connection to intuition and inspiration because it's aligning with the idea of unity and oneness. It's aligning with some kind of higher power within or wanting to do good, not just for ourselves, but for our world, for others. And if our intuitive intelligence is an extension of a higher universal cosmic intelligence, then whatever connects us more to that state of unity within can only help to build our intuition, whether it be relationships, friendships, meditation, writing down your goals, visualizations, thinking about your ideal self and what you want out of life, thinking about your true passions and interests, getting interested in life and just your experience, what would bring the most fulfillment, asking the right questions. So when our sincere desires and values align with really wanting good for others, there would be nothing to oppose that inspired action leading to the desired result. So intuition, inspiration would step in and we would take action more easily without resistance. So this is what led me to believe that working on like character traits and just our inner self, particularly being more loving, is really a powerful way to strengthen your intuition. I hope this was helpful and I love you guys. I will talk to you soon.